Born to Princess Grace and Prince Rainier III of Monaco, Princess Stéphanie was used to being in the glare of the public eye from childhood. But the attention intensified in 1982, when the princess and her mother's car plunged off the side of a 100-foot cliff, killing Grace and leaving Stéphanie, who was just 17 years old at the time, with several injuries. In the years following the crash, the young princess earned a reputation as a royal rebel. Years later, in an apparent effort to explain, she said, "I realized how lucky I was to have life. I had my arms open to the future and I said to myself, this could be all over tomorrow. Nobody has really tried to understand me or my behavior, which just reflected my decision to enjoy life to the full." For Stéphanie, living life to the full meant embracing a glamorous lifestyle which saw her date a string of high-profile men as she pursued careers in various creative fields. Brittany Barger, editor at Royal Central, told Express. Go. UK, she tried modeling, fashion, tried to make it as a pop star, she released music. The princess even collaborated with Michael Jackson on his 1991 single In the Closet. In 1989, as she launched an eponymous perfume, she said, "I'm quite happy to perform my official duties. But on the other hand, I've always wanted to be independent and to have my own career." Acknowledging she had tried everything, she added, "I've had an unusual career path for a princess." Stéphanie seemingly adopted the same colorful approach to her love life, before eventually settling down with her former bodyguard Daniel Ducrot, whom she married and had 2 children, Louis and Pauline, with. However, the marriage did not last and, only 18 months in, the couple divorced. 3 years later, Stéphanie welcomed her 3rd child, Camille, whose father was a mystery at the time, although reports later named him as bodyguard Jean-Raymond Gottlieb. Then, in 2001, with her 3 children in tow, Stéphanie stepped further away from convention. Ms. Barger explained, "She just went off and joined the circus, with her kids." The princess had fallen in love with elephant trainer Franconi after they met at Monaco's annual International Circus Festival in 1999. She joined circus life, moved into a caravan and traveled around Switzerland, where her boyfriend was from, the royal commentator said. However, while love blossomed between Stéphanie and Franco, there were concerns about the princess' children. Phil Dampier, a longtime royal journalist, appeared in Channel 5's documentary The Curse of Grace Kelly's Children, which was released last year. He said, "Obviously it was not ideal for her children, it was very difficult for them to get educated." Ms. Barger echoed these considerations, saying, "It was not easy for the children, who were away from home, the rest of the family and school." When Stéphanie left Monaco to join the circus, her eldest, Louis, was 9 years old, Pauline was 7 and Camille was 3. They were young too, they weren't yet of an age where they could look after themselves, they needed looking after, Ms. Barger said. However, Bidisha S.K. Momota, a British filmmaker and journalist who began covering royals after making several Princess Diana documentaries, claimed circus life may have been Stéphanie's way of educating her children. She told Insider last year, Stéphanie was showing her kids another life is possible and that adventure and romance and follow I